YouTube. Obviously, since I restarted, I forgot to go live again on YouTube. It is live again on YouTube now, though. So we're back. It's only because I forgot. We have been on YouTube all day, as well as Facebook. Thanks for reminding me. That's a great break from Jason, and I think he can probably take his pick here. Might have just heard Craig Day in the background saying good break. Certainly yellows are looking pretty plumb as well as reds. I don't think it's really a bad red on the table. It's just about the first one, getting from the first pot to the second, because although there's that one over the bottom right, he's got a bit of traffic to get onto his next one. This one he's closest to is probably his worst ball, but he can use the one down the right hand rail to get on that into this bottom left, so he's okay here, Jason. This could well be another break and dish, which will be 3 out of the first 4 frames if he does. Yeah, sorry Kirk, it is Tsunami Streaming. Just search Tsunami Streaming on YouTube. It is live there now. I was late finishing off setting up this morning because I always like to test the internet first, and there was an issue with the internet at the club. I think it's down to the Cat5 cables. A couple of the cables, somebody must have pulled them, because I wasn't getting a signal. So we tried to mess about with it for as long as we could, and then I ended up putting my 4G on. So I was a little bit late getting off the ground, which is why I haven't got 1 or 2 more features on the stream. I would have normally captured the YouTube stream so I could do a replay, but just a little bit late. Yeah, I do see your points, but you know, I don't disagree. You know, as a streamer, I can only go off because I don't play much these days at the moment. Don't have time, but and I've only ever played on this table actually, a couple of times. If you just type in Tsunami Streaming, you'll end up with a pool symbol. And it should say live. Once you get to my channel, there should be a live link there. Well, there will be a live link there. We are definitely live on YouTube. Yeah, so like I was saying before, I can only go off what other people say. And I think I've just deleted or done something with Adam Penwell. I hope I've not blocked it, because it was my phone that fell off the... just 1 second. It does look like I've just blocked Adam. So you're going to have to bear with me while I unblock him. Do apologise for this. It's all because my phone fell off, so I'm going to have to go into my settings on Facebook. I only like to block people when they deserve it. So it'll only take me a second. There you go, I did. So Adam is now unblocked again. Sorry about that, Adam. Cheers, Michael. Thanks for the comment. So I've just been told Stefan Rasidi's just got beat. 8-7. 8-7 by Craig Hart. Jason Hill. I think that's 2 breaking dishes to Jason, 1 to Craig, and a return dish from Jason. So great standard this so far. Yeah, Craig might as well commentate. Kirk Greenland's live on his 50-inch TV. Fair play to you. Hoping you're getting nice pictures on that. You should be. I could have actually gone 1080 pixels today, but I've just decided to stay at 720. I think the internet would have been strong enough, certainly off my 4G. It would have been, but no, I know they're not full. I think that's going to change for next year. I think the Raka is going to be compulsory on the stream tables, that's for sure. It's not compulsory at the moment, but it certainly will be next year. It's looking that way, Phil. That's what the talk is at the moment, so I can very well see there being a dress code. I can't see any reason why anybody shouldn't want to dress smart when they're live on the stream. You're welcome, John. But yeah, there'll be some sort of dress code. I'm saying they will. That's what, like I said, that's what the talk is. So probably go down that route. It's a bit of a fair way off there was Craig. He's probably a little bit dejected now, and he certainly will be if Craig takes if Jason takes these out. No, Nick Chalk, this is at Savannah's in Whitefield, North Manchester. No, I don't think everybody will be told you've got to wear white. It's alright saying that, Sibby, but you know, when you're looking to try and get sponsors on board, and certainly bigger sponsors, they want to know that the competition is a professionally run competition. Some of the bigger sponsorship, some of the bigger companies that we are looking to get sponsorship from, they don't want to be associated with run-of-the-mill, just next door competitions. They want to be associated with something that's got a little bit of prestige to it. So as much as you know, we're trying not to push it too much. We don't want to spoil the competition. We've also got to try and find that happy medium. And a pair of pants and a pair of shoes. It's not that much out of the way. Everybody's got them these days. So Craig, Jason once again. Oh, I was going to say wasting no time to finish the frame off, but that was a bit of a bad miss. And it takes me back to one I missed similar to that for County a couple of months ago, and you know, you kick yourself, you do whatever, but you know, somebody of Jason's standard, for him to do the same, just it's a reminder that we're all human. Bit of a hit a note, not in it, well, it was in a way. Craig conceding that one, and he knows Jason's not going to miss a block over the hole, but it was a chance for Craig there to pull one back. Let's have a quick look at the scores while we're waiting for Jason to break off. He has dropped one in, so you'll have a look at these for a minute or two while we just go and look at the scores, see if there's anything being updated. And there you go. Craig Hart beating Stefan Recedi, as we said before, 8-7. JJ Fall and Lee Stevens as 2-all. We knew Arthur and Kieran's game was 8-4. And we know, obviously, Jason and Craig Date. 5-1 to Jason. So JJ Fall and Lee Stevens. I'm sure Lee actually went 2-0 up, so JJ's come back with the last two frames. Looks like Mark Lamb's joined us on the chat. One of the well, you could say famous ones now out of the from the match last night. 5:30 finish or 5:15 finish. Unbelievable. Some fudge in that. So chasing no breaking, leading 5-2, nothing down. Chance for Craig to pull another one back here. Loser of this is guaranteed 125. The winner of this will be guaranteed 200. £800 for the winner, 400 for the runner-up. You're right, Andrew Pratt, it is a good advert. There's some high quality pool being played here so far. It's a shame there's going to be a loser, but you feel at the minute it's going to be Craig, being 5-2 down, but you just never know. A little bit awkward. I don't think he can get through to the red, to the top. He's on yellows. Even I'm losing my train of thought. There's a chance here now. I think that yellow might just sneak in off the red, just below this left centre. If it doesn't go direct, there's a chance here, Craig. Went direct, so nothing too difficult now. semi-final will probably be the winner of B. Stevens and JJ, whoever they're playing. Otherwise, if we put the winner of this one on and they won the semi, they would be on the stream table 3 times on the trot. It's been a nice finish from Craig, this. 5-3 it is. Those of you with the smart TVs, if you want to watch it on YouTube, just go to Tsunami Streaming on YouTube and you'll find the live link there as well. Craig cut breaking. It's got a nice split there, although there's a couple of awkward yellows, and obviously the reds to this bottom left need a little bit of work, so you might see Craig trying to screw into this in a minute. He's gone early, and if that red stops, it has done. He's in a good position there. Played that very well. Doesn't think about Craig when he's in full flow. Things are going right. Yeah, you're probably right there. I think that's a good way of explaining it. He is probably a little bit angry with himself. A couple of frames, he made silly mistakes, and he certainly looks in a mean mood at the moment. Side on there to bring the white back, and that's, I wouldn't say perfect, but it's certainly not in a bad position. He can just drop this in dead weight, or he can stun it in. He was straighter than what it looked. So this to make it 5-4. It is. I was expecting this to turn into a fudge fest, with it being two good pals, and I was thinking I might have picked the wrong quarter-final match with Lee Stevens playing JJ, but that looks like it's bogged down a little bit over there. Just have a quick look at what score it is. It's at the moment, so. Jason's not had much chance over the last couple of frames. He's got himself half a chance here, but this is not the best table. He's got one really awkward yellow, which is the one to the top left. All the others have got pockets. So I think he might go yellows here. There's a couple of awkward reds, 2 or 3, so he's only really got to develop one yellow. Just got to be careful here, Jason, because he is going to have to go into that yellow and red to develop the yellow. So it's all about finding an angle to disturb him, but also make sure that he's still got a pot on after he's done that. And the more balls you pot, the less chance you've got of being on something. He's got an angle here, he could stun up. Just going to have to be precise though. Decided to go top right and he's missed it. So a bit of a mistake there from Jason. Not really left Craig too much though. My screen's going potty, just bear with me a second. That was a mile off.
You local to here than me?
No, Blackpool.
Alright. What's that, about half an hour from you, is it?
Well, it took me half an hour to get here this morning. That's a great shot from Jason. got half and dad at side of me. He's not even seen the dates and venues. Well, he's seen the dates, but he's not seen the venues we've got for next year. So after this frame, I'll just stick the list up of venues we've got coming up next year. I'm sure he'll be chuffed. Coming from Yorkshire himself, he's got 3 venues over his weight. One in the northeast as well, which is probably just a little bit further than what he's had to travel today, but still, on the grand scheme of things, he should be a little bit happier. So just this black for Jason to take it to 6-4. He's played that very well. So calendar for in October. So they were the dates for next year. 3 in Leeds, waking out. 3 in Leeds? How do you get 3 in Leeds? Got 1 in Leeds at Morley International, 1 at Ossett, a White Rose, and the other one's in South Yorkshire, Murphy's in Doncaster. And then we've got the Room 21, which is at Stockton on Tees, in the north east. Swinton Leisure, Savannah's, and Norman's, whatever they're going to call it when they've finished the refit. Just having a sorry about that. I was just chatting to young Kieran that sat outside of me, and Michelle Welsh has just put a comment on. Fair play to you, Michelle. Can't fault you. Thank you very much for the comment. Was it Michael? Oh, it's Michael. My glasses are steamed up. Calling him Michelle. It's because he's got a picture of a girl. It's a little baby, isn't it? It's a baby. Sorry about that, Michael. Michael Welsh. But yeah, Kieran's one of my biggest critics. Sat outside me. He's alright, he's a good lad. But so Jason, one frame away from victory now in the Battle of Preston.
Shot JJ.
So it's 5-4 to Lee Stevens on the other quarter-final match outside of us. Phil's asking me to get Kane on mic. I don't know if I can do that.
Come on, where are they? Where's the
I'll let him loose for a little while. No swearing.
Hello.
Good evening, Kane.
Phil might be happy now.
Yeah, you got to keep Phil happy. Yeah, Julie, it is great to see three Preston lads battling it out, but there's only going to be one winner. And at the moment, it's looking like it's going to be Jason. Paul Tickle's asking who's left in this. I'll just take the scoreboard off a second, and I'll put the draw up. As you can see, Lee Stevens has just gone 6-4 up against JJ. Craig Hart beat Stefan Racidi, Alf and Dad beat young Kian. And Jason Hill, as you can see on the stream.
Alright, she's alright, man. What is that, just like illness or?
Craig's head fell off when Jason landed in the gap before.
It's 7-4 up.
Is that something new or other disease?
Matt Cox telling me it's my bedtime. Cheers, Paul. Oh, what's he done? Is he on the black? Wow, I don't think he's got on the black for game. Wow.
He's not on it. Well, he's on it, but we don't want to be on it that much. Just one second, I caught the...
Go off the cushion, nailed this in middle.
Craig pulled my wires on my microphone before. Oh, battery's going. See if that's any better. It's a little bit better.
Wow.
It's a good effort, look.
Phil says he was going to come and watch me today. Cheers, Phil.
Yeah, he says it all the time.
Neil says well done. Cheers, Neil.
Paul's asking who beat Fitzy.
Fitzy weren't here.
Simon wasn't here. I think he only turned up to one event anyway, so he wasn't entitled to come into the main event himself.
Should be 7-5 here. Craig knows it should have been over. Bit of a free chance.
Can't get off the motorway. It's a nice shot. So come off the motorway, Phil. Go around the roundabout and go back on the motorway. It's easy then, isn't it? Not,
Any excuse?
it's not hard, is it?
No,
Really?
it's not.
It's a nice finish this from Craig.
7-5.
So all of a sudden, it's not over yet.
It's a signal for Jason landing stuck to the black. After this match has finished, I will be restarting the stream, so you'll have to come back. Just watch for the notification you'll get on Facebook. If you're not already, just make sure you go to Tsunami Streaming and have a like or follow. Same on YouTube. Just go and subscribe to the page, and you'll get notifications every time we do go live again. Getting towards the nitty-gritty of the competition now. It's good players all the way. Not saying any of them weren't good, but what we've seen at the moment from some of the matches is pure quality. It's a good effort there from Craig. Not happy. Lee Stevens has got a good chance to beat JJ there.
Is he not 2 frames away?
Oh, is it 6-4?
6-4, yeah.
Alright. Good chance to get on the hill.
Pay attention, Kian.
I'm useless now.
It's a nice finish that from late, even though viewers that are watching can't see. Oh, he's overcut
Oh,
it.
wow. Big miss on black. Good chance for JJ. Wow.
Natalie Madden's joined us. Good evening, Nat. You'll be joining this Northwest Tour next year, I'm sure. Northwest Tour, Northern Tour.
JJ's got a tough shot there, hasn't he, don't we? It's a great shot. little bit tactical here, which is understandable really. Craig's within touching distance again. Jason's one frame away from victory, so Craig's been very careful. But we could see Jason having a go here. The yellow that's the middle of those three will go off the rail, and if he catches the rail far enough down, he'll clip the red, knock it out of the way. So he's got a great chance. He'll probably want to be a bit straighter on this, so take these two into the middle first. Oh, he's going top now, I think, unless he takes one into the bottom left. Just be as straight as he can and to the one into the top right. It's nothing really. So, as I said before, Jason would want to be as close as he can to this. This will open the frame right up for him now.
Cushion first off the red line.
Played it well. That's what I said. Was you not listening?
No, I don't listen to you.
So just this yellow will more or less put pay to this frame now. Can't see Jason not getting on the black from here. Taking his time, just making sure. Played that well.
Game over. 8-5.
8-5 Jason Hill. Fair play to both players. Quality standard appeal was that. We're just have a quick look at the scoreboard on the other table. 6-5 to Lee Stevens. He's looking like he's finishing off on that frame as well, so he's looking like he's going to be one frame away, leading 7-4, 7-5. He's on the black and he's potted it, so it's 7-5 Lee Stevens on the other table. So we'll be back probably in about 10-20 minutes with one of the semi-finals. So don't go too far away. You will get a notification if you want to disappear and log off. If you haven't already, just make sure you go and like Facebook page, Tsunami Streaming, or YouTube. Go and subscribe to that and you'll get a notification as soon as we go back live again.
So, welcome back to everybody that's joined us more or less straight away. Semi-final of the Northern England Amateur Black Ball Tour. Grand finals. Got Lee Stevens back on the stream. And first time up today, we've got Craig Hart as well. This is best of 17. First to 9. Looking like it's going to be Craig's. Arthur and Dad is playing Jason Hill in the other semi-final. They've just got underway as well. So, Craig Hart to break. It's not the best of splits, although he's dropped a red in. Mark. I'm riding is asking what the prize fund is. The first prize is £800. Runner-up gets 400. Both all players in the semi-finals are guaranteed at least £200. Your losing quarter-finalists got 125. So these players playing now are guaranteed 200, playing for a minimum of 400, and possibly, if they happen to win it, they'll be guaranteed £800. Just been sent a message from Chris Sergio Welsh from down there in Chester. You had a nice little £2,000 money match win last night. Fair play to you, Chris. Did you have your shiny shoes on as well? Likes his shoes, does Chris? I think, if I remember rightly, Craig ended up playing Lee in the last tour down here at Savannah's, I'm sure. These two played each other. Lee came out on top of that. 4-side ones. Fair play to you. I'm sure they'll be nice and flashy. I think Lee was hoping to cannon into the red and open the pocket up for the one just below the middle pocket into this bottom right hand corner, but just didn't quite get that right. So he's going to have to keep trying. If that white holds up, he's got half a chance here. Depends how straight this is. Yeah, I'll do my best to try and get you up to date with the score. This is not easy. He's took it long. He's played it very well. Although he's got another toughie now. He's playing this to the bottom right. It's just not quite, just overcut it slightly. Yeah, it's Arf and Dad and Jason Hill in the other semi, Sean. They've only just started. No, we're not doing 2 streams here today. May well look at doing 2 streams. I'm going to do the STRN Open. I'm not too sure yet. The only problem is it's going to be a lot of messing about for me that day, because we are streaming to Unilad that day, which might well mean that after every match or after every session we have to put a new code in to Facebook. That's what happens with pages sometimes, depending on what platform you're streaming from. So it might just be a little bit too much messing about because I'm streaming to Unilad. Oh, we'll see what happens. But yeah, Chris, it's Arfin and Jason Hill. Jason just come through a great match on stream against Craig Day, fellow Prestonian. Yeah, it's. I don't think it's going to be. Well, we're at 9 o'clock now. Maybe 11 o'clock at the most. I don't think it's going to be too much longer. So 1-0 to Lee Stevens. We just see if the scores are getting updated. I'll have to just scroll down a little bit. It does look like they are. We don't want to look at the ties. Maybe that might do. The semi-finals. Arf and Dad, Jason Hill, 1-1 at the moment. You're right, Mark, he is still, he's not far away from us. Well, he's about 20 foot away, you can still hear him. Half and Dad's 2-1 up against Jason at the moment. It looks like he's in again. Just try to get a camera on. Well, I have just got a camera on the other table now, but just not quite in time to see Arthur play a straight black into the corner pocket and rattled it. So he's given Jason a great chance. Let's have a quick flick over. Jason on reds. That black was a straight black. So that, for Jason, is to level the scores up at 2-all. We've got a bit of work to do there. I'll come back to this frame. I'll flick back again if Jason manages to get close. Can't see him not doing now though. In fact, while this frame's a little bit bogged down, I think I will flick over just to watch the end of that frame. Very measured in his approaches, Jason. Never seems to do much with a white ball. You have to watch his shirt there though. It's the only angle we've got, so we'll have to make do with this. But it does look like he's going to take all these out. So this last red, Arthur's not letting him take it. He's conceded the frame, so that is 2-all in the other semi-final. Arthur just broke off. Let's have a quick flick over, but he just broke off Arthur, and the black has hung right over the top corner pocket. good shot there from late. Wasn't the easiest of nips. Oh, just this black to take a 2-0 lead. Just played that well. Oh, he's just overcut it slightly. He did that early on stream, same pocket, same jaw. So, this is a bit of a gift here for Craig. Well, what's he left? Yeah, he's conceded. I thought he might. These players know that be an absolute fluke if they was to end up miscuing or doing something silly on such a simple pot. I know a lot of players don't like it when their opponents concede, but it just shows you the respect they've got for their opponents. I suppose they know they're not going to miss easy shots like that. Well, a bit unlucky that he got kicked in off. He was close to going straight in off, but he was kicked in, so chance here for late. I've got it down as 1-1. It is 2-0. You're right. Cheers, John. Even the two players on the other semi-final, Jason just asked John, who's doing the scores, what's the scores? They forgot. It is 3-all on the other table, so it doesn't just happen to me. It happens to the players as well. Obviously not marking it down on the sheet. So a chance here for Lee to make it 3-0. All these go. It's a nice little nudge on the black as well. Played that well. Just got a nice angle to just run the white off the side cushion. Oh, he's undercut it. I don't know why, what he was thinking about there. You only need to just concentrate on the pot. The angle was just standard to come off the yellow. Even if he does catch the red, he was always going to have a shot on this yellow down the bottom. This is a bit of a gift, really, for Craig. So 2-1 it is. It looks all the way 3-0. That's an absolute crunching break, and I don't think there's anything but yellows here. It's okay there, going to the left centre goes. Just about the two at the top here. You may well look to plant these, but not from there, you wouldn't have wanted to. It's a little bit awkward this now, and he can't control the white because he's having to put top on it, and he wanted really to be pulling the white back away from the lead yellow. So he might just push this through and hopefully push the yellow. He's hitting first. Well, he's hitting that firm that he's ended up missing the pot completely. But that's all down to the mistake the shot before, leaving himself Chinesed. Unfortunately, if we do get a player in front of the camera, I can't switch to the other one now because I've just moved it onto the other table. Needs that to hold up. It's gone a bit too far with this. I don't think it goes to the top right, this yellow. Right. Tried the treble, but just not quite got it. So there's double, just not quite got it. So it's given Craig a chance here. Oh. He's played that well, just snucking off the red. So this should now be going 2 frames all. He's got hold of that one. That's all it is. Still no change in the score in the other semi-final, still 3-all.
Come on, Craig.
Just talking to JJ then. JJ's got beat in the quarterfinals. He's off now. He's had a long day. He was here from 9 o'clock this morning. And I'll see him again in a couple of weeks' time when come down to do the STRN Open. Anybody not entered that fancies it? £100 entry. I think there's 60 odd in it so far, so that's a nearly touching £7,000 pot. So it's definitely worth a stab. You never know. There's still places open left, should I say, for the STRN Open. Just get yourself to Facebook again and go to the STRN Facebook group, and you'll get the details on how to enter from there. Next week I'm down at Q's. I think it's, I'm sure it's, is it next Sunday? I think, I'm not too sure now, I can't remember. But that's for the Q's Blackpool Masters. That's £50 to enter. Again, just go to Facebook, Q Sports Lounge Facebook page, and you get all the information to enter that one on there as well. That's done in group stages, 4 players in a group. So Craig taking the lead now, 3-2. Just have a quick look at the scores on table 2. That's not what I'm looking for. Did move it before, which is why I can't see it now. Well, I don't know what's happened with that. Just have to redo it. 1 second. Apologies for that. There you go, as you can see. Chasing L, half and dad still locked in at 3 frames all. looking to level the scores at once more. He's played that well. comfort break. And just have a quick look at the scores on the other table. Yeah, it's actually 4-3 to Arf and Dad. This is actually 4-3 to Craig Hart. I've not updated the score from before. Do apologise. Darren Holmeson's on the ball. Been a bit unlucky there, knocking the red towards the cushion, but still got a chance here. I'm not too sure if that red, I don't think it does go past the yellow to the top left. So a bit of work to do now for Craig. Again, a little bit unlucky. It does go to the top right though, although he's probably going to run into the yellow on the side rail. Just have a quick flick over to the other table. Jason's got a long red and the black to level that match up. Well, he didn't get round it, didn't get round the yellow, so he's going half and 2 shots. And Arthur's leading 4-3 in that one. Well, actually, Craig, no, he's not. I was going to say he's on yellows, but Arthur's just put the red safe. I thought he was going for the pot then. That's a great shot. Although this red must go down past the yellow. It's very, very tight. Well, it would have gone. I think the pace is the only thing that kept that out. I think Arthur's been a little bit unlucky there. He's just potted one of his yellows and nudged into the yellow just to the left of that white, which then nudged the black over the corner pocket, and that yellow doesn't go now. So he did put the red safe with his first his first shot when he got 2 shots, so it's not too bad, I suppose. Craig's just asked Lee if this was a total, which it is. Unlucky. Very unlucky. There's not a lot he could have done there. He had to swerve the white around the yellow. He's played a great shot to get contact with the red with the gap that he had, but it was always, the white was always going to be heading towards his corner pocket, and that's not the best of shots from Lee. So while he's deciding what to do, we'll just flick over to the other table. It's 4-3 at the moment to Arthur. Arthur, last yellow. Does it sneak past the black? It didn't, because he clipped the black on the way past. But It's not left it easy for Jason. I don't think this red doubles. Jason probably will look to try and lay a snooker. He's having a look where he needs to leave the white. He's certainly not happy. Now then, he's got a chance to nudge into this red and yellow. It's been unlucky. Caught it from behind. Jason is 4-3 down to half and dead at the moment. I will flick over in a sec, just to show you. In fact, I'll do it now. In fact, I won't do it now. Just watch this shot of Lee's. So Jason's left with this. Jason's on reds. So he's not got it easy. He's 4-3 down at the moment. He's looking where he needs to leave the white, just to make sure Arthur can't get in behind the black. We'll come back to the other match in a second. Just watch Jason do what he decides to do. Craig is in another snooker on the other table. As you can see, it's not an easy get out. So just wait for Jason to decide what he's going to do. We'll flick back. Craig's managed to get out of that snooker. Fair play to him. Went across the table 3 times. Jason was contemplating going up and down the table, changed his mind. Let's have a quick look. He still doesn't know what to do. He's up and down like a yo-yo. He's just cold, not frozen. So we'll see what he does. Well, if he's got him on the yellow, he's played a great shot. Just watch Lee finish this frame off. So this is the level of scores up at 4-all. And it looks like he's got Arthur, because Arthur's looking a little bit bemused as to what to do. He's going up and down. You can't see, he's in the way. Oh, can we? He's a mile away. He's considered the frame, not happy with that. He was in a great position there, was Arthur. So that match has gone 4-all as well. So in no time at all, Craig's gonna take the 9th frame to restore his 1 frame advantage. It's a nice little clearance from Craig. Have a quick look. What's happening on the other table? Orphan at the table. 4 frames all. Orphan with a couple of yellows left. Let's take a 5-4 lead. That's one. He's on his last yellow. We'll just have a closer look at this in a minute. Just a black for 5-4. So both matches evenly poised at 5-4. Or should I say evenly matched at 5-4. Craig leading this one 5-4 and Orphan Dad leading Jason Hill in the other semi-final by the same score. So still a fair way to go yet. First to 8. It's not over in any game yet by any means. Jason breaks dry. Not the easiest of tables that he's left. Often we'll have a bit of work to do. In the meantime, Lee Stevens looking to level the scores up in this match. Again, this is not easy either. It is first to 9. Not a bad shot from Lee Stevens. Not left Craig anything really to go at. He can't get through enough to this yellow over the middle. He's tried to flick it in off the rail first. But it's left Lee in a total yet. It's gone in off. Oh dear. Arthur has just missed a plant into this bottom right hand corner pocket. He's left Jason with them yellows to go at. There is a chance there for Jason. I'll come back to it in a short while. But we'll watch Craig as he attempts to take a 2-frame lead. Now then, I'm not too sure if the yellow goes past. It must do. The way he's played it. He's made no attempt to try and remove the red. So there must be a big enough gap. Oh, there's plenty of room. Now then, what's he left himself? He's okay. If he has to take the one to the bottom right, he's got an angle to come round the table. He's got to watch that middle pocket though. So he's taken it to the top left. He's played that very well. Just a nice clearance from Craig, this. So, 2-frame lead it's going to be. (6-4), Craig Hart. Well, waiting for him to set him up. We'll go back to the other table. Jason just tucking half an up. He didn't quite get it. Oh well. And I think he's left him one to the bottom left. So we'll go back to the frame. As Craig breaks, leading 6 frames to 4. Just needing 3 more for victory. Take himself into the final. Guarantee himself at least £400. Yeah, I could do. Chris, there's no issues with that. I just didn't think you'd be able to see it that well, especially if you're watching on a mobile. Plus, it'll be over the live link and the stream count. But I don't mind leaving it there. I can always zoom in if anything major is happening. Yeah, Paul, they're not flip-flops, so we'll have less of that. fact, what I will do is, if I do zoom in on the other table, put a smaller video of this game on that on the tail as well. So Lee taking that frame to put it back to 6.5 while I try and get my phone to stand up. That's the problem with the stream. As you can see, it is on screen and you can only see it if you're watching side on. I'll just I'll rearrange the screen a little bit just so you can see it. In fact, for now I'll actually take the image slideshow off. Just bear with me. So, half an adder, as you could see before, he had the red just behind these two yellows in this bottom right hand corner. Looked like he tried to back double it into the centre pocket, but he's left chasing a right chance now. He's overcooked it. Have a closer look at that. He's pulled it top side of the yellow. He was hoping to be on the one nearest to the top left hand corner was Jason. I'm surprised he probably didn't take the plant. That particular shot he just played actually. He wouldn't have left Orphan with anything had he not got it, but certainly would have been a frame winner. But that's another frame to Craig. So Craig now winning 7 frames to 5. And Jason's tucked Orphan up. So you've got to say Craig is favourite here. While Craig breaks, we'll just see what Orphan gets out of this. He's played that well. Been unlucky, but or has he got lucky? Jason's lifting his hands up to say, what the hell? So he obviously can't get through to the one nearest to the pocket. And And it's looking like Craig on yellows might be taking himself to being one frame away from victory yet. Oh, he's got a nice rub there. And all of a sudden, as you can see, he's playing with lots of confidence, flying into that little cluster there with the white. And it does look like it's come out really nice. He's got the bottom one of the two into this bottom left. He's just overdone it slightly. You'd have liked to have been on the one to the right middle. He's not on any of them now. The one that's the middle one of the top three there, he can get through to that, but he's got to watch the enough. Yeah, it's looking like a late finish now. It wasn't looking that way before, but it's looking like it's going to be now. We've got the final to come after this. He's played a nice back double there as Jason. What a great shot. I think Arthur was coming to the table then. He wasn't expecting the yellow going in. It's a great shot from Jason. He's dropped this in, set the black into the bottom left. He's going to have to be careful here. He's gone a bit too far with this. Unbelievable. I don't know why he's hit it so hard. I think I'd have been looking to play that black into the bottom left hand corner. You only need to just roll that in. So it's going to be a while, is Jason thinking about that. What I'm saying, it's going to be a while. He's getting straight down. There's not a lot he can do really. There's only one shot to play. Top cushion and hope for a little bit of mazzle. He's got a good white. He's held his hand up. He's left half and a long red. Don't know where to look. It's all happening. I can make it a little bit bigger, but not too much. That's about as far as it'll go without covering the table. I don't want to encroach. Well, he's missed that one, so I can always flick over. Well, he's got one or two balls left on the table. It's a nice pot. We'll flick over for Jason when he takes his shot on. Seems to punch that. Seems to just stab at it. So Arthur now taking a 6-4 lead. He had his chances there, did Jason. Yeah, he should have just stroked it in really. Stabbing it was, especially with the white being on the cushion as well. Was always going to make the shot that little bit more difficult. He's not in any trouble. He's just it's a bit awkward. You can obviously see the left hand side of the two reds. It's all about Getting back on the one on the rail though. We must be able to get through to it. It's close. Very tight. He's not happy. Well, he's played a great shot there. There's Lee Stevens. Possibly would like to have been a little bit straighter so he could just run the white through. He's going to have to go into these, I think. He's not got the legs. He's not got the legs. Now then, what's he left Craig? I don't think he can get through to the yellow below the black enough. He may well be able to. He's looking at it. He must be able to. It's tight. Arfin getting a bit of a rub there. Held his hand up to Jason. I think he landed nicely. It's all about the black on that table, I think, now. Only goes in about 2, maybe 3 pockets. The other semi-final is Arfin Dad versus Jason Hill. He's left himself hampered. He's Chinese. And he's stretching as well. Unbelievable. We just flick over to the table. Under normal circumstances it wouldn't be that difficult for Arfin this, but the fact that it's Chinese and it's well past the middle of the table, so he can get over nicely. It's all about the white though. Not a lot he could do with it from where he was. And that's another frame for Craig Hart. One away from victory. 8-5. So we just see Arfin with his black. He's close. Oh, he's rattled it. Now then, what can Jason do? Unbelievable, Jeff. Yeah, Kevin, Craig really, I mean, he did have his chances against Jason in the quarter-final, but Jason really played well. Jason and Arfin, the score is 6-4 to Arfin Dad. Jason had a couple of chances in the last frame to levels the scores at 5 frames all. He's got half a chance here, but he's got one awkward yellow. So he's just planning his route. He's Jason. I don't think he'll be looking to play a snooker anyway. He's going to be looking to finish these, but he's going to have to get into the one that's just below the middle pocket. was 5-0 up against Craig, and ended up getting beat. I think it was 8-6, was it, Kevin? Unbelievable, Jeff. Aaron Byrne, this is at Savannah's Pool and Snooker Club in Whitefield, just north of Manchester. It's a lovely little club. I think there's something like 21 supreme tables in here, about 6 or 7 snooker tables. I think there's a Chinese 8-ball table. I think it is a Chinese. He might have had it converted from a 3/4, I'm not too sure, but 9-ball tables. Very nice club. If you've never been, you need to get yourself down. And if you fancy this competition, we do start again, all over again, in January. This is the grand finals of the 2017 comp. And 13th of January, we start all over again from where we left off here at Savannah's. You're right, it is, Kevin. It is an 8-foot supreme table. I do remember now. JJ saying it's because it's on. It's got 3/4 type snooker table legs on it that threw me off. That's a frame pulled back from Lee to keep himself in it. You need to enter this, Chris. We're going to, I'll put it up in a minute, the venues we're going to. 3 times in the Manchester area, 3 times in Yorkshire, and once in the North East. Yes, it is JJ's club. And you've got to enter a minimum of 4 events to qualify to play in the grand finals. You don't have to play in the grand finals if you don't want to, but it will be quite a bit of money, considering we had only 4 events this year. We was averaging something like £1,400–1,500 prize pot each competition. The finals today was a total of £2,100 prize fund. The winner gets 800, runner up gets 4, 200 for the semis and 125 for the quarters. So based on that, we nearly double the amount of venues next year, and hopefully quite a few more players involved as well. Should be a nice little prize pot in the grand finals. So Justice Black for Arfen to take a 7-4 lead. And it's looking a bit ominous now for Jason Hill. 7-4 down. He's not had much running in the last couple of frames. You're quite welcome to come and jump on the commentary, Chris. Oh, I've done it again. Don't say I blocked somebody. You'll have to just excuse me a minute while I unblock somebody. Just take the scoreboard off a second. Just managed to block somebody by mistake. Well, I think I have. Oh yeah, Phil James. So Craig did win that semi-final 9-6. So I'm just going to leave you for a few minutes while I go and sort Lee's money out. Stephen's had to go home. Early's daughter wasn't so good, so I'll just leave you the pictures of this. For now, I'll take the scoreboard off because it's not relevant for this match. In fact, what I will do is this. Just bear with me a second. This should work now. It is 7-4 to Half and Dad. I'll just leave you with that for a few minutes. I'm going to restart the stream anyway when this match is finished, ready for the final. But like I said, I just go and sort Lee's money out. That's a great pot from Harfan. Just wait while this frame's finished. This will take Harfan on the hill. 8-4 it is. So I'll be back in a couple of minutes, hopefully before this match is over. So that was the final black. Sorry about that, I had to go and sort Lee's money out. So we will be having the final in a few minutes time. So just bear with us. And I will restart the stream as well. So all of you that are watching, you'll get a notification. So we won't be too much longer. Like I said, around about 5 minutes, if that even. I can't see these players wanting to hang about too long.